This was a different time. Everyone wanted to know what they were going to wear. Puffy's white party, Loved Up, and everyone was like, OMG, they're so cute. Then December 1999, they go to a party in New York. There are pew-pews involved. They both get arrested later.
If you have been following this case, you are aware that Jennifer Lopez's name appeared in the midst of Sean Diddy Cole's legal drama, which had the industry in a frenzy. Lopez, who has been leading the best life since her brief relationship with Diddy in the early 2000s, is back in the spotlight. But what led her to become involved in this public scandal? This documentary examines the unexpected turns that have brought Jennifer back into the spotlight, how she is handling it, and what it could imply for her career, which could go from courtroom drama to public attention. Given Jennifer Lopez's involvement with Diddy's legal troubles, some people are undoubtedly taking notice. Stay tuned as we explore the entire tale and discover how one of Hollywood's biggest stars might be impacted by it all.
Obviously, nobody really wants to be arrested or handcuffed or, go through all that kind of stuff. It's a really traumatic experience.
Diddy is facing serious charges, including financial misconduct and involvement in violent incidents that have plagued his career for years. The trial has not only put his reputation at risk, but it has also become a magnet for controversy, with new revelations emerging almost daily. One of the most unexpected names to resurface during this trial is Jennifer Lopez. Understanding how Jennifer Lopez ended up in Diddy's legal storm requires us to look back to the beginning of the trial and the relationship that brought these two icons together. She and Diddy were a popular pair in the late 1990s and early 2000s who made headlines, but their relationship wasn't without its problems. The most notable being the nightclub shooting incident in 1999. That night in New York City, a shooting at Club New York left 3 people injured. While both were eventually cleared of any wrongdoing, the incident left a huge street on their careers. For Jennifer, it was a wake-up call that led her to distance herself from Diddy and the chaotic lifestyle that surrounded him. Despite their split, the nightclub incident has remained a defining moment in both of their lives, a reminder of how close they came to losing everything. Fast forward to today, and Jennifer is once again finding her name tied to Diddy. But this time, it's not about reviving old flames, it's about legal battles. During the trial, Jennifer's past with Diddy has become a focal point, sparking renewed interest in their history. Speculation began when documents leaked to the press hinted at her possible involvement as a witness, or even as someone who might have more insight into Diddy's past actions. This revelation has led to a media frenzy, with everyone wondering, how is Jennifer Lopez connected to this case? After all these years, the moment when her name was publicly linked to the trial was nothing short of explosive. News broke when court documents were leaked revealing that the prosecution had called for Jennifer to testify about events related to her time with Diddy. The media pounced on this information, with headlines screaming about the possibility of her being dragged back into the courtroom drama she thought she had left behind decades ago. Witness testimonies and media reports have since suggested that Lopez could provide crucial context to the charges against Diddy, particularly those stemming from the nightclub shooting incident. While it's unclear what exactly she might be able to offer, the mention of her name has ignited discussions about her past with Diddy and whether she could be holding on to secrets that might influence the outcome of the trial.
J.Lo, we need answers. All right, y'all, let's take it back to the real hip-hop heads. For those of us that were there in 99, one of the greatest years in hip-hop. Well, this happened. There was a shooting at a nightclub where J.Lo, Shine, and P. Diddy were all at. Due to all the new Diddy allegations that have been coming out, the victim has now come back out and has said that Diddy was the one that caused the act. Looking into this story, I didn't know that J.Lo, Diddy, and Shine were all arrested on guns charges, but then later J.Lo and Diddy were dropped and only Shine was prosecuted. For some of us that were there, we all remember that the driver said that Diddy bribed him with money and jewelry. We also now have just found out that Shine was reportedly paid $1 million to take the fall. Yes, we all remember the iconic dress that J.Lo wore to the Grammys with Diddy. But let me ask you a question. Is this what women will do for fame? In case some of you are unaware, this is the reason why Diddy changed his name from Puffy to Diddy, was because of this case.
As anticipated, fans are analyzing old interviews and photos to piece together how Jennifer Lopez might still be connected to Diddy's legal issues after all these years. One person commented, "I've always wondered if there was more to that nightclub shooting story now that J.Lo might be testifying. It feels like some deep secrets might finally come out." While another said, "It feels like some deep secrets might finally come out. This is wild. I never imagined Jennifer Lopez would be drawn back into Diddy's mess after all this time. It makes me wonder what actually happened then, but also, how did Jennifer Lopez respond to this unexpected return to her past? Like the rest of us, she was taken by surprise when the news broke. Sources suggest that she was blindsided by the leak and the media attention that followed and the immediate aftermath. She remained tight-lipped, refusing to make any public statements, while her team worked behind the scenes to manage everything. However, actions speak louder than words, and Jennifer's first public appearance after the news broke was pretty chilling. She stepped out for a scheduled event, but there was a noticeable shift in her behavior. Gone was the usual effortless confidence that fans have come to expect from her. Instead, she appeared more guarded, her expressions more measured. Photographers captured her looking tense with a hint of anxiety in her eyes. Body language experts were quick to analyze her appearance, noting that she seemed to be under stress. She avoided making direct eye contact with the cameras, which is unusual for someone as media-savvy as Jennifer. This was a woman who, despite her best efforts to stay composed, was clearly feeling the pressure of being dragged back into a scandal she had long since left behind. Even though Jennifer Lopez hasn't spoken out directly about the situation, her actions indicate that she is very much aware of the gravity of the situation. One misstep, and the situation could escalate further, potentially dragging her deeper into the trial.
And I was never in a relationship where I got beat up, thank God, but I've definitely been manhandled.
Legal experts have weighed in on whether Jennifer could face legal repercussions for her involvement in Diddy's trial, and although it appears that she is primarily being called as a witness, there are still concerns about the extent of her involvement. Generally speaking, however, most people believe that Jennifer won't be charged with any crimes. Her relationship with Diddy may come up, particularly in relation to the nightclub shooting, but unless something new surfaces linking her to any wrongdoing, she's probably just a bit player in this whole thing. Nevertheless, she may be called to testify, which would require her to revisit some things she probably wants to leave behind. There will also be discussion about how her involvement might impact the trial itself. Some analysts believe that because of her first-hand knowledge of Diddy's lifestyle, her evidence could be advantageous to the prosecution. Yet, her career could be put to the test by this latest drama. Her endorsements, movie roles, and public appearances could suffer depending on how things turn out, and brands that typically play it safe might shy away from her if the trial heats up, worried about the potential fallout. On the other hand, her defense team might counter that what she knows is outdated and doesn't really matter to the current charges. In any case, her connection to the trial is sure to grab even more media attention, which could sway public opinion. People are becoming aware of the power plays that have been taking place in the entertainment industry behind the scenes for a very long time, and Diddy's trial is a part of this larger conversation about justice. Big names in business have historically been allowed to get away with it for a long time, but this is starting to change. The fact that Diddy is facing severe charges sends a clear message. Diddy's trial is just one more step in this ongoing wake-up call. It forces us to face some unsettling realities about how fame and wealth can shield people from the consequences of their actions. Even the most untouchable celebs aren't above the law. For Jennifer Lopez, this trial is a major matter too. Even though she's not on trial, her past with Diddy is getting a lot of attention, which might affect how people see her. Conversations on her part in their shared past have been spurred by the heightened focus on their history during such a pivotal time for him. This serves as a warning that old disputes can resurface when you least expect them, regardless of how much time has passed. This trial is important. Beyond just D&J, it highlights the delicate balance between celebrity power and individual accountability in a society where public and private life are blurred. This could alter our perception of not only the individuals involved, but also the entertainment industry as a whole. It's making us reevaluate how we perceive celebrities and their behavior in both their personal and professional lives. Do you think Jennifer will be able to overcome this, or is her career in jeopardy? To ensure you don't miss any updates on more celebrity news, leave a comment below, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell.